Well, hello. Welcome to Love Gone Funny. Yoo! Yay! Come on, guys. Let's do this.
Woo!
This is a stand up comedy show about the female point of view on love and relationships without the roses and romance. So get ready for some sassy, funny females that are going to talk about relationships, whether it's your relationship with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or your GPS. It doesn't matter. This is all about connection. So I always host the show, guys. So I'm going to try some new material. So this is for viewers out there on YouTube. This is what it looks like when we try new material. It's very painful. All right. So I hate getting older. I don't know about anybody here hates getting older. Yes, I do. And let me tell you, as I get older, there's a good side. I develop like superpowers. I now have the power to be rejected by men I'm not even attracted to. I also developed the superpower to not get a follow up call from guys I never went out with.
Mm.
And the best of all, this is the best thing about getting older and your superpowers is I developed the ability to time travel. And I get rejected by men who haven't even been born yet. So there's actually a very positive superpower. I've been on this earth for a long time, and I can now say every curse word that's ever been invented in 2 seconds. Are you ready to hear it?
Yes.
Girl, you have it there. That's how you do it. All right. I hate feelings. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but feelings are a pain in the butt, aren't they? It's like they're so heavy. I think I'm gonna get an emotionectomy. I'm just gonna completely get rid of feelings because I am sick and tired of having feelings. I have more shitty feelings than good feelings. So why have emotions, right? If you're gonna have so many shitty feelings. Like if I litter, I don't want to worry about it. If I say something wrong to somebody, I don't want to feel bad about it. I just don't like the way that guilt makes me feel. I'm willing to give up the nice feelings because there isn't enough of them to worry about, right? So um, I just want to be able to say to a guy, your dick isn't big enough and not feel bad about it. I just want to be able to say to my boss, you're ugly and you stink. Get fired and not give a damn. The best part is I can sit there during sex with a straight face and not make any sounds and let them worry if they're satisfying me. Yeah, that's the pressure is off. Um, so have you guys ever felt down that your self-esteem is like way down and you feel insecure, right? This is what I do. I find a moron and talk to them, and it will make you feel better. It's like taking vitamins. It's really good. I'm an actress, and I actually I've been an actress for a very long time. And as I get older, the roles keep changing for me. Like I remember I used to get cast for like talkative nail lady or like psychopath hurt nurse a lot. Um, the other day, my agent sent me for the role of drunk, homeless Uncle Joe. But you know what the worst thing about it was is I got the part. What is happening? I don't like getting older. This is really not good. All right. So I have so much new material. So do you guys have you guys heard of Cafe Gratitude in Los Angeles?
Yes.
Right? Well, I'm vegan, so I go there a lot, right? And every dish there is called I am, like chips and guacamoles. I'm delightful. It's like all positive words, right? And to me, that's bullshit. Okay, that's not reality. I'm sorry, but it's not. Let's get real. This is what I want to see on their menu. I'm a boring asshole. I am a dead dog running in the sunlight. I smell too bad to kiss. I haven't showered in 2 weeks, and let's not talk about the last time I brushed my teeth.
God.
Sounds like my ex-husband number 2. I know I look good, but you haven't seen my rash. So yeah, I have my little notes here. I'm old school. I have notes. Do you guys do notes, or what do you do? Like you do?
No,
Because some people do it on their phone, but it kind of messes me up because if it goes dark, then I'm like, trying to get it back, right? I like the paper. So I am a tutor. I tutor kids. Oh, hi, Betrayed by Sins is here. Hi, sweetie. How are you? Thank you for being here. Sorry, I'm the host and I'm trying to do material. But here he's on the YouTube. Thank you for being here, my love. I love that you have the popcorn ready. That's awesome. So I actually have a day job and I tutor kids. And and sometimes my dating life is so shitty, it affects other things that I do. Like when I tutor kids in math, for example, the other day I was like, remember, if the multiplier is too easy, the equation won't call you in the morning. And remember, never attempt geometry without the trapezoid wearing protection.
Oh my God.
And the most important thing is a long division is way more satisfying than a short division. If you know what I mean. It's all code for stuff, you guys out there. So let's see. Let me see. I'm going to check YouTube again. Oh, thank you, honey. Always welcome. Thanks for the laugh. I can't post the comments Betrayed by Sin, so sorry about that. Yeah, I do characters on YouTube, by the way. If you guys are watching on YouTube, you can go to sketch comedy and you'll see all the characters I play. The favorite one is Bill. I have like tons of young kids coming to Auntie Bill. She's from the South. She lives in Baton Rouge. And I have so many kids. It's like I had to change my whole vibe because it's like, they're like, you know how old I am? I'm like, how old? I'm like 12. I'm like, what the hell are you doing here? But anyway, Betrayed by Sins, you're not 12. So we're good. We're good with you. So I'm also very afraid. I have a fear of tsunamis. I always have these scenarios in my head. Do you guys think about stuff and then it gets worse and worse in your head? So I think what if there's a tsunami and I find this wood raft floating, right? And I save my life. So all good so far, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm on that raft for hours. And then I realize I have no toilet paper and I hold everything in. And then one day I'm still on that raft and I'm going to explode and I'll be nothing but a splatter on a raft. And then I might as well have been killed in tsunami anyway, right? If I'm going to explode because I didn't poop. I mean, those are the things I think. I don't know. That I wrote that one night at 3 a.m. I had a nightmare. So telling you. So this show is about relationships, and I wrote a book actually about breakups. It's called Love at First X, and I've been on talk shows and stuff because of it, because I'm a relationship expert allegedly. There's people have broken up with me, and there's the reasons that they gave me why they broke up. One guy broke up with me for singing in the shower at IKEA. Another guy broke up with me because I was looking at another guy who just happened to be in bed with us. So then one guy broke up with me for hydrating myself too much with 3 bottles of vodka. Yes. And another guy broke up with me for lying to him about my age, my weight, and my STDs.
Oh, wow.
Yes. That's the story of my life. So anyway, all right, you guys. How long have I been? Let me see, because I wanna make the show. Let's see. All right, I gave myself 10 minutes. That's pretty good. Oh, thank you for the laughs. Betrayed by Sins. Thank you. All right. So
Grace,
I'm sorry.
You can hear me. Okay, good.
Yes, I can hear you. Don't worry. I got you. And by the way, Alex, if you can message me your intro in the private chat, it's at the bottom. That would be amazing. Okay, so message me your intro. All right. So I'm going to bring up your second comic because I hate it when hosts say, I'm going to bring up your first comic. It's like, what am I? Chopped liver? No. So anyway, I know. I'm sorry I had to warm up the crowd with new material.
It was great.
That's genius. I know, right? All right. So let's say I'm going to bring up the second comedian, and she's a writer, a producer, and the creator of The Big D, the hit comedy matchmaking show for divorced and divorce-curious singles. Okay, I like to hear about that. The show started in LA and now tours nationally, and she also performs regularly at clubs all over LA. Please welcome the very funny Julie Golden. There you go. I'll bring her up. You're coming up.
Okay, so now I'm okay. This is cool. Grace, it's so interesting that you're a relationship expert because my big D brain immediately goes, I have to have you on the panel.
Oh yeah, I would love to.
Yeah. So the big D, Mike, don't get too excited. It stands for divorce. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I don't, measure people as they come in, but basically I am the poster child for turning lemons into lemonade. Monetize your pain. Well, I guess we're all doing that as comics, but yes. So I'm a single divorced mom, and I don't know. I always lay into my Chicago flat A when I say that. What is that?
Yeah, I heard that.
I know, it's weird. It's like some weird like ninja, like you can't judge me. I'm judging myself. I'm from Chicago. I have no idea what that is. So I've been, as I like to say, out of the joint for about 8 years. So I'm clean, man.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Which is what has enabled me to put this show together. Although it is kind of funny because I don't know if I'm even really in a place to date myself. But again, it makes me clean. It makes me able to help others. I mean, the best shrinks have shrinks, right?
Yes.
I will say I miss when I first got separated / divorced. It was like a horrible, debilitating time in my life. So I know that's a strange thing to say. I miss that. But here's the other thing. You have the most incredible sex that you've ever had in your life too. So if you can imagine being on like a totally dysfunctional calorie deficit, i.e. starvation diet, and then you go and have In-N-Out, that's what it's like. It's like, oh my God, I understand that's what meat could taste like. Hey-o. So it's so good. I recommend you find somebody that you definitely don't want to make love with. I usually use an F there. Anyway, lock that down and stick it out for 10 years. And I guarantee you will have some mind-blowing orgasms afterwards. And panic attacks. But I think the reason it's so good when you get out is, and this is also because I'm older as well, dating on the back half of life, if I say, as women, it's like you're suddenly not the pick-me girl, you're not in this like auditioning process with men. Mike, and I'm sure you're a lovely casting director when it comes to women, but it's not even your fault. We're just taught since we're little girls just to be in this parade forever, and it is exhausting, and we just pretzel ourselves into, okay, this is a comedy show, not therapy. Anyway, what's really cool when you get out is you're just you don't need to spawn. I already have my kid. You don't need a man's money, which is a good thing because none of them have any. And all you need is sexual pleasure. That's like nothing that we're ever pursuing. Well, maybe you young Gen Z kids now, you're all about that. I don't know. but certainly not me. Sex was a transaction to get yourself married. Bum deal. Anyway, and guys, that first post-marriage orgasm, it's like getting let into Disneyland an hour before the park opens. You know what I'm saying? That ride. A whole new world for you and me. That's a dick joke. Can you say dick joke? Anyway, that's a Richard joke. That is a Richard joke. That's beneath me. I promise not to do that again. Anyway, before I get everybody a little too excited in the audience, after you're done with PMOs, post-marriage orgasm, trademark, it gets much trickier because once you start looking for love, then it's a tougher nut to crack. That is the only second Richard joke I'm telling, I promise. It's again beneath me. No, it's hard, man, because it's like the island of misfit toys out here, you know, some seriously jacked up dolls missing pretty crucial parts, and some more than others. I just want to be here. No shade to the island. I'm on the island. I made a show about the island. I love the island. I've learned to accept my lot in life. I mean, my last relationship was, oh, I hope he's not watching this, was with my 55-year-old, very, very broke stoner guitar teacher with emotional regulation issues. Can I get a G7 amen? Anyway, didn't even end up learning how to play guitar. Just an STD. No, here's the thing. That was the bass player. I've got a problem for people in the band. I don't know what that is. I probably didn't need to say he was broke. There aren't a lot of baller guitar teachers out there making serious bank, but also I have a question for everybody. Why is the best sex always with the worst people?
Yes.
And I'm sorry, I don't know who's watching or listening, but if you're sitting there thinking, well, I'm a good person and I have great sex. Nar. Nar. I don't know what it is, man, but those two seem to go hand in hand. So anyway, I've got this show and I am looking for love for other people. And it's interesting. I do have faith for others, not myself. There's too much to unpack here still, life. It may not be this life. That's cool. That's cool. I'm totally cool with that. But I do go on the apps, although I just got banned from Hinge, which I'm quite frustrated.
What?
Yeah, I got, and this is a vent. I haven't found a way to make this funny because I'm still angry about it. I find my men on the dating apps. I know that sounds like human trafficking, and it's well, anyway, you don't go to jail for that, so it's okay. No, it is not human trafficking. You know what's so funny? That joke is never going to get old. It used to be about Diddy. It's just about everyone now, just every day. So as I'm trafficking these men online, oh, this is going to get flagged on YouTube. She said trafficking. Anyway.
Yeah, teed. How about that?
Sorry. I just want to be clear. I have the poster for my show and I say, hey, you seem lovely. I think you'd be great for my show. Would you like to come? How many women do you meet that are like, but wait, there's more. I'm literally bringing you to a room full of incredible women. But anyway, occasionally I guess a man decides I'm up to no good shenanigans, catfishing. Like I said, I'm just angry at this point. I'm going to have to hit the streets again. I think that's why I'm frustrated. I literally hit the streets. I make videos about it. It's me failing. People love to see me fail. That's what's funny. Success isn't funny. Failure is funny. Well, when I was on the apps, I had some questions I have to ask these men. Just to give a snapshot to the people who are maybe thinking, I want one of those PMOs. Slow your roll. Here's just a snapshot of what's out there at this stage in life. It's an amuse-bouche. I don't have time for all of them. But question one that I have to ask these men, all based on experience. You have your teeth. Just have your teeth. Have them. You could even replace them with other teeth. Just some sense of Alex knows it. That's sad. You're too young to know that. Anyway, other day on Bumble, some guy said, how many? And I started negotiating. That's not good, guys. It's not good. It's not good. You deserve all the teeth, Julie. Question two. I am trying to figure out how to say this one, Grace, because it also has to do with the funny sidebar that we were having. But I always tell newbies, like, you have to know what vanilla means. And I cannot tell you how many people my age don't know what vanilla and not vanilla means. You young people, and you're like, it's so obvious. And there's no, I'm not judging the non-vanilla people, but you got to know what you're getting into. Because I'm a vanilla girl, and I ended up knee deep in a conversation with a not vanilla human. And yeah, and here's the thing. Once I realized, I said, "Oh, sir, I'm good. This is not for me. Thank you. I don't need all the bells and whistles. I'm good with just whatever's going on here. Super basic." And he was like, "Well, how do you know? Let me pitch you." So he gave me. I was on my way to a dinner party, and if you live in LA, I was going from the Valley to Baldwin Hills. I'm like, "All right, you've got a nice chunk of time to convince me of the not vanilla way." Anyway, he was painting a picture of what it would be like if I was doing the dishes. I'll just do his voice. You're doing the dishes. I'd come up behind you and I'd tell you to hike up your skirt. What would you say to me? And I said, I would say, I work very hard. I pay the mortgage here and nobody tells me what to do in my house. So
yes.
It was a little more colorful than that.
It's okay.
He said, okay, I don't think. I'm like, I told you. I mean, at this age, I do know what gets me and what doesn't get me. Anyway, and then the last question I usually ask is, and I know this is like nobody wants to hear this week, but it's politics. I always say you can always tell how a man is in bed by how he votes. And Democrats, for example, overpromise and underdeliver. I'm a Democrat, you guys. It's okay to laugh at that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Independents, just weird. Just weird. I understand there are worms eating their brains and such, but no excuse, you know? They're going to need a little more information about you before they decide to go downtown and check out your lady parts. Who's really pulling those strings anyway? Big Pharma? Apolitical man, doesn't want to be a part of a broken two-party system, so he's going to sit this one out. You can't trust that guy to make any choices in bed. He can't even commit to a political party. Oh, and then finally the red hats. The red hats. Say what you will about them in this week. Say a lot. But say what you will about them, they have a move in bed. They grab you by the... Anyway, you know where that goes. That is not a new set. That is a set that is old as time, and I don't think it will ever go away. So when I'm not interrogating men on the apps and getting banned from I'm raising a little man. He's not that little now. He's 15. Actually, what's funny is he's 15, weighs about, I don't know, 160 pounds. He's probably 6 feet tall. That kid is terrified he's going to get kidnapped and T-id. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stranger danger. He's, and this is all because when he was very little, I convinced him he was the most desirable child on the planet, so he would never leave my side. Anyway, we were at Ralph's the other day, and whatever, triple digit heat, you know. And I said, well, you got to come in and help me. And he didn't want to leave his girlfriend, so he said no. His girlfriend is his phone, video games. Anyway, so I cracked the window. I'm not a monster. And he said, Mom, what if somebody takes me? I said, son, with that creepy little pedophile pencil mustache you've got coming in, you look more like the driver of the van than the kid hogtied in the back. You have aged out of kidnapping. Congratulations. Today you are a man, son. I think that's my time, and I think I've said so many buzzwords that your entire company is going to collapse now, Grace. You're going to have to add new words that you can't say. Anyway, thank you very much. I'm Julie Golden.
Thank you. Yes, give it up for Julie.
Live in Los Angeles, October 4th.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. I'm going to bring up the next comedian. Let me get the intro. Okay, here it is. Well, the next comedian, she runs an astrology show in LA every month, and she does cosplay at conventions. Wow, I want to hear about that. Please welcome to the stage, Alex Cave.
Yay! Yay! It says Jake Bassey. Ignore that. That's my drag name. Yeah, so convention, there's actually a huge, very horny convention group of people that's like normal. I've gone to 18 plus conventions that have very, very specialty places and workshops for people to explore and have some fun. And the best part about it is that is not for me. Like it's kind of like Julie described. I identify as asexual, demisexual, basically like you could say it almost feels like I'm missing pieces. Like Julie said, I have absolutely no desire unless I have like bonded and trusted with the person. So basically I ruin my friendships and my relationships with my coworkers. That's the only way I can really get going. And so, you know, I go to all these like very explicit, like very horny conventions and see all this art. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, that's more breasts than I think I've seen in my lifetime. What am I doing here? But you know, I feel safe and I dress up and it's super fun. But there's like a lot of like characters in anime who are kind of like coded like that, which I love. Like, you know, they're like, oh, I'm too busy doing science to think about love and like all that stuff. So it's a very small percentage of the population, you know, so very rare. So I try, you know, I'll meet people, I'll go on dates, and I'm like very vocal about this part of me because it's not always been like that. And I thought it was just normal, like, oh, it's a one-night stand. I'm not having any fun. Oh, this person, you know, I don't know them, and I'm having a really bad time right now. Am I gay? Like, what's happening? No, I just like, I need to know your trauma. I need to know like what your hyperfixation was in high school. I need to know all of your animals' names, like in order for me to like get off. Like those are my like little bit. We need a trauma bond in order for me to like get excited. And I'll tell people this, and I guess no surprise to any of the people here, but you know, I'll be like, hey, just so you know, I like to take it slow. I want to get to know you. I want to build a bond. And they'll be like, yeah, totally. Like, absolutely. I'm totally fine with that. Date 2. He's like, why don't you get naked? What's happening? And I'm like, am I going crazy? Like, I didn't hallucinate telling you I want to take it slow. So I'm literally like, oh, am I just going to be alone forever? And then like, now I've been meeting these feral cats in my neighborhood, and I'm like, oh, is this is this where I'm meant to be? Like, is this my whole life? Have I been building up to just be like a single 30-year-old Catwoman, living alone? Like, am I just gonna be the fun aunt? Like, this, it's crazy. But I was doomed from the start because on both my parents' sides, it's just like relationships are never good. Like, my parents met when they were both in their 30s and got together, and according to them, the pregnancy was planned, but I was at the wedding. So I'm sticking out. My mom's covering her stomach with flowers. She's like, no, like, we planned it this way. I'm like, Mom, you trapped him. Like, it's you don't have to lie to me. Like, I'm not 16 anymore. Like, it's okay. And my parents are divorced now. They got divorced about 4 years ago. And my poor mother, like, she was trying so hard, but she was just like in such denial. Like, she was like, I'm so happy your dad and I have a good relationship, so your brother and you have good relationships. Like, my brother was dating a woman who would like scream at him, and then I was dating a guy who was like addicted to drugs. So I'm like, Mom, I don't think you set a very good example. I'm so sorry. Like, I know you wanted to, but why are we lying to ourselves? And now they're divorced. So there it is. But yeah, and before that, my mom was married previously. I have an older half sister, and I found out one day that they got married when my mom was 18. Anybody want to guess how old he was? 31.
Oh.
31, and she was 8. I'm 32. I look at someone who's under 25 and I'm like, that is a child. So I'm like, Mom, you were a victim. Like, what's happening? And then I found out when they got divorced, he gave her a gun. So I'm like, clearly no one's thinking things through here. So that was her first marriage. And the same thing happened with my grandmother. I was adopted. My dad was adopted because my grandmother had him at 15 with a 19-year-old. But that was the 50s, so it was a little bit different, I guess. Still not okay. And so my dad grew up his whole life only thinking that he had like a mother out there somewhere, and grew up as an only child. And then when our adopted like grandmother passed away, he met my grandmother, spoke with her, and found out he had these 3 sisters who all date older men. It runs in the family. And so they're wonderful and incredible. But then my dad does a little more digging, and he goes on Ancestry.com and finds out there's 5 more siblings out there in the world. So Ancestry.com was like, your grandfather got around. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not on my second divorce by 32, and I should consider myself lucky because it could be so much worse. And I'm just so thankful. But yeah, now my parents are dating, my dad's dating, and I was so afraid that she was going to be younger than me, because that's like, a man who's in his 70s usually dates younger women. And he's been dating women his age, and I've been so happy. But he's been such a little like teenager about it. He's like, yeah, hey, like, so no big deal. Like, I met this girl. And she's like, she's an actress, she's a model, like, and like, it's so no big deal, but like, I really want you to meet her. And I'm like, okay, like, clearly she's your girlfriend and you're lying to her. Okay, so this is why I date men who also will not say that I'm their girlfriend, even though we've been seeing each other for 2 years. Okay, no, I'm seeing a pattern. And she wasn't 25, and I was so happy. She's in her 70s as well. But now I do wish he would date women that were closer to my age, because then they will go to therapy. Because a lot of that generation doesn't believe in therapy. And she writes true crime fan fiction about herself and the Zodiac Killer.
Ooh.
She fully believes that the Zodiac Killer stalked her for her whole life and like kept track of her. She also said she was like in Playboy and like did a, so I don't know how to like decide between what's real and what's her delusion. So I'm like, you know what, Dad, I think that might be dangerous for you. And he's like, no, it's fine. And I'm like, okay. All right. Meanwhile, my mom's like living and she's like the happiest she's ever been. She has a wonderful husband who treats her well and is everything she meant to be. So that's great for her. My dad, he's the one who cheated, so he deserves to be happy. My mom didn't even tell him like what she found out. She, she found out that he was messaging all these women. I think he paid a bunch of money to a woman to come see him. That was a scam, obviously. Even though they told me to be careful about talking to strangers on the internet, he lost $2,000, but
Wow.
whatever. And so he deserves all of that. But yeah, my mom was like, she didn't even tell him what happened. She was just like, all your stuff's outside. And he was like, okay. Like, he knew what he did. So yeah, because of all that, I think is why I haven't successfully found another person to share my life with. It's been a little difficult. I've been thinking recently about, I did touch the water a little bit of the older man thing when I was 22 and he was 30. And the older I get, the more I'm like, that's not okay. That I was just barely drinking and he owned a house. Like, then we were not on the same, well, mature wise, we were on the same level. Like he had not gotten past 22 as far as maturity goes. But yeah, the more I think about it, I'm like, oh, that wasn't good for either of us. And I don't know what happened. He like loved bombed me, right? Which we hear a lot and people kind of go back. Basically, he was like, we're going to get married and we're going to have kids. And I love you a month into our relationship, which I was like, oh my God, he's the one. 20, 21, 22 years old. So, and of course, like he decides like he's going to break up with me. And he had never broken up with someone before. 30. Wow. So, think what you want. But so his decision was, I'm going to take her to her favorite restaurant and I'm going to break up with her at her favorite restaurant.
Oh my God.
Because he thought, oh, I should do what they do in movies. And I think he thought it was going to be like You've Got Mail, where they're like, oh, we're not good for each other. Oh, great. Like, good luck with everything in your life. No, it was, if he was going to ruin my favorite restaurant, I was going to ruin it for everybody. I was going to legally blonde that whole situation and everyone there. So I was literally like, you were going off movies to do real life. Okay. We never got to the restaurant. Like he could not get himself to do it. I do not know why. But yeah, basically I was like, so we'll do this and we'll do that and we'll do this. And he was like, yeah, I don't know. Like that was his 30 years old. And so I basically had to like get it out of him. And I was like, hey, like, are we not moving forward together? Like, and I was like, what the heck? Like, you said we would have kids. Like I said, are we going to travel together? And you said, yeah, before we have kids. And his response to that was, I didn't mean together.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Bro, like, what do you mean? Like, I swear, like, guys today are just, like, so non-committal. And, like, which is crazy because I saw, like, a tweet one time that was like, oh, I'm the girl you'll date before you meet your wife. And I don't know if anyone else has experienced all of their very problematic commit-phobe boyfriends all getting married and having children now, but that's what's been happening with me. So I'm like, what am I doing that they don't want to date or marry me? And then they turn around and the next girl, they're like, you know what? you didn't treat me like my mom. And for that, I'm going to marry you. I mean, I don't know if any of you people have also like experienced this. Have you ever had like when you break up, their parents are like, I'm so sorry about my child? That's when I'm like, okay, I thank you for apologizing for your failure as a parent, I guess. But like, I've stayed in contact with my ex's parents. They're like, oh, like I like you more than my own child. Like, I'm like, okay, but he didn't want to marry me. All right. But you know, I mean, like I said, I've dated guys who've done drugs, and like one of my exes, you know, you feel bad sometimes. You're like, how did I, like, where are they now? How did I get here? Where are we? And my best friend who still lives in Northern California, he said, oh, I ran into your ex the other day. I was like, oh yeah, how's he doing? Please don't be doing better than me. Please don't be doing better than me. And he's like, yeah, he was trying to sell a bunch of girls crystals. So I think I won that breakup. But then that's about enough trauma dumping from me. My name's been Jake Bassey, Alex Gabe.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Let's bring up the last comedian. My middle name is also Elizabeth, by the way, Annie. Yeah, but in Spanish, Isabel.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
love that.
Yeah. No, I like that. My mom's name was Elizabeth with an S, which is so, I don't know why with an S, whatever. Like, that was a Spanish version, I guess, of their English, you know, that, I don't know. So anyway, let me introduce Annie Elizabeth. She currently is battling breast cancer. If you want to donate to help her with her medical bills and cost of living, her Venmo is at Annie Elizabeth. Same as my IG handle, she says. Thank you. Yes. So please help her out. I've been through the cancer healing journey myself, so it's very expensive. You can't work for a long time, and you don't feel too hot. So for a while, then you feel hot again. But anyway, please welcome to the stage the beautiful Annie Elizabeth.
Yay. Hello, please send me money. I'm fucked. I'm so fucked, everybody.
Girl.
Not titty fucked though.
No F word, no F word, Annie. Annie, no F word, please.
Ooh.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Just from now on.
YouTube, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I thought I could clean up my act. My act is dirty. Okay, I'm focusing so hard. Okay. I will not swear for 15
I know.
minutes. Wait, how many minutes do I have left? No, just kidding. You know what I was thinking? Isn't this crazy that this is a stand-up show? Like what? Like
I know, it's a sit down.
Like this is the future. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like only like I feel like at Disney World in the 60s, they were like, in the future, people are going to do stand up on the interwebs, and everyone was like, that's crazy. You know? And now it's happening, and it's scary. Actually, it's terrifying. Oh no, we're being overtaken by AI. So as she said in my intro, I do currently have breast cancer, which sucks. I don't know if you guys knew that. Did you guys think cancer was pretty chill, or did you think
No.
yeah, maybe not Grace, but wrong room for that. No, it definitely yeah, I thought it might have been chill, but it sucks. Do you guys, has anybody, I'm sure Grace has anybody in the room thought about what would I do if I ever got cancer? Has anybody ever had that thought?
Yep.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And when I used to have that thought in the past, I would think I'm going to go, vegan, and I'm going to like natural path it. And now it actually happened. And I'm like, Western medicine.
Right. Yeah.
Have a degree, be board certified. I need your help. This
Amen.
is serious. Woo things do not matter. Let's go further into Western. Let's go as Western of the medicine as we can. I want science. I want clinical trials. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah. I trust doctors, guys. Doctors are good.
Yeah.
Doctors are really good, and we should trust them. And they are not gaslighting us. Not all of them. And let's be their friends. They're doing the Lord's work.
Yes.
I mean, imagine dealing with me on a daily basis. These poor doctors, I'm driving all these doctors. I can be very annoying. I just hope that you guys know that. I need you to know that about me. I can be very, very rude and annoying if I want to. So that's for all the doctors. That's you know how you guys know how the saying like oh, this always happens to like the best people,
Mm-hmm.
I should have been a worse person.
Right.
I don't know why I've been being so nice. That was a weird choice for me. Why was I so nice? I should have called the manager. Why was I helping those old ladies across the street? What was I thinking? Adopt a dog? Am I insane? I'm gonna go to a breeder. Let's never mind the environment. What? Who cares? Yeah, women don't deserve rights. Nothing matters. I'm just trying to cure my cancer right now, guys. So sorry about that. Yeah, so I don't like when people say how are you to me anymore. You guys because I don't know what to say. People are like, how are you? And I used to be like, good. And it's like I take that so for granted now,
Mm-hmm.
like how are Jake Bassey, how are you?
I'm peachy.
See, now people are like, how are you? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to be a worse person. So get out of here. I don't know. I also, I think that goodbyes have gotten weird. Like when I'm at like a hangout with friends or like, talking to people after a show. In the past I used to be like, all right, bye, and then I would just leave. And now I'll be like, all right guys, and people are like,
oh no. Uh-huh.
goodbye, sweetie. It's taking too long. Taking too long. I don't know how much more time I have. Guys, slow down or speed up on the goodbye. No, just kidding. No, I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna survive.
Yes.
I'm gonna survive. Actually, I've been told that I have a 90% chance of surviving. Isn't that great?
Woo!
Yeah. And so then I was, doing some math because I was like, that's not 100, where's that?
That's right.
Where's that 10%? You know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah.
I'm Jewish, so I like need to know where my 10% is like going. And then I realized that that's about 10%, guys. Because they're pretty big, and I'm 5'2", so that'll be your 10%. I don't know if you remember that movie, like 27 grams. That's like how much weight a person loses when they die.
Ooh.
It's actually like 32 Ds. Weight I'm about to lose, but I'm not gonna die. So, but my boobs are gonna die, which makes me very sad. because I love them.
Mhm.
So for the rest of the time that these boobs are alive, I would like everyone for the rest of the set definitely to please just stare at my boobs. Okay, my eyes.
Sure, why
Don't
not?
worry about them. You know. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Jake. Thank you. Thank you. Get in here. Get in. This is gonna go viral on YouTube now. Okay, I fixed it, you guys. No, I just I'm gonna miss them. I'm gonna miss them. They're my best friends, guys.
Yeah.
I'm getting some interesting offers lately. In the naughty department. Getting some of my male friends have offered to take them out for one last, you know what I mean?
Wow.
And I have said yes to at least one of those offers. Why not, guys? Come on. Gotta let the boobies do all their bucket list.
Yeah.
I've been taking them to see some beautiful sights, by the way. I showed them the ocean. And I do have plans to show them, I can't take them to Italy because I'm not allowed to fly overseas, but I heard the Venice canals in California are pretty close. So I'm going to show them to the Venice canals this weekend. I'm bringing a friend to bodyguard me so that I won't get either arrested or assaulted.
Smart.
So that's I am not gonna have nipples. Okay, I'm gonna lose my nipples. So remember back in like middle school when there was like the weird kid who had like a third nipple?
Yeah.
But have you ever heard of no nipple? I'm so cool. This video is gonna go viral. The doctors were like, "Do you want us? If you want, we could tattoo nipples on, And I was like, wait a second. I could replace my nipple with anything. I was like, let's not be boring and tattoo a nipple, I'm thinking guns, guys. I'm a fembot, guys. Let's go. They're going to make Marvel movies about me, I swear to God. I'm going to be a superhero. Yeah.
Damn.
So, yeah, I'm very excited about all of this. It's so exciting, you guys. So as I was saying, some of my guy friends have offered to enjoy my breasts for the last time. And I let one of them the other night, and not a comic though, not a comic. Don't get any ideas.
Yeah.
No ideas.
Smart. Yeah, smart.
Not a comic.
Good.
Okay, a regular person. Okay. Anyway, and I showed them to him, and the moment he looked at them, and then he looked back up at me, and he went, "Oh my God, this is so much more sad."
Oh.
Because of how pretty they are, guys.
Yes.
I was like, oh, what a white straight guy thing to say. Like I'm more sad about your boobs because they're more attractive. You're like, you straight guy. But my boobs are beautiful, and this is more of a tragedy than you guys realize. I'm sorry you can't see them, because you would know how big of a tragedy this is. I might start an OnlyFans just to prove this point, guys.
You should.
Yeah.
I think I do need everybody to see my beautiful, beautiful breasts. This is gonna go viral, you guys. me at Annie Elizabeth on OnlyFans now. Yeah, so let's see what else. Oh, okay, here's something interesting. Are you guys ready for this?
Yes.
Okay, so I realized that because I have cancer and I'm also a stand-up comedian, I'm in a very unique position to find out if laughter really is the best medicine, guys. Come on. I'm gonna need it to be more than that for me to be cured. Come on, let me hear it. Let me hear it. Thank you. See, I'm never gonna bomb again. I solved it, guys. I solved it. Just that's all you have to do to not bomb. Just have to have your boobs cut off. You know what I mean? That's all you have to do. Yeah, let's see. So you know what I can't stop thinking about? I can't stop thinking about that. But like right leading up to when I got diagnosed, I was thinking to myself, man, I could really use a break from work. Oops, manifested too close to the sun. I didn't mean this, I didn't mean, I didn't mean that. I just meant a vacation. God damn it! Took it too far. She took it way too far. But everyone says, at least you're going to get a lot of good material about this, and to that I say I had material, guys. All right. I've been Annie Elizabeth. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Julie, Alex, Annie, and thank you, Michael, being in the audience, and thank you out there on YouTube for watching. Thank you, Betrayed by Sins. If you guys want to do the live replay, you'll see he had lots of laugh emojis. So thank you so much for being here on Love Gone Funny. We will be back next month, October 17th at 7 p.m. Pacific time. I will see you then, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Grace.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. All right, we ended